Hey folks, it's Rob, and this is Car Mechanic Simulator 2014. Believe it or not, I had this on my wish list, and it was 50% off on sale today. So I was like, well, let's try it. It looked neat when I saw some videos of it, in a kind of really geeky way. But I was one of those kids who took auto shop in high school, so this ought to be entertaining to me. Let's see if it's entertaining to you. Let's try it. So, I need to set up a profile? Okay. Right, save. Okay. And play. We got a career and we have endless. And that's locked at the moment. Okay, so like, alright. Welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2014. In this tutorial, you'll learn the basics of the gameplay. You are in your first garage. It is the most basic garage in the game, but in your if your career progresses, you will unlock more professional garages with diagnostic paths and chip tuning. Let's start with the basics. Walk to the radio at the opposite corner of the garage and turn it on. Use WASD keys to walk around the garage while near the radio. Okay, that's pretty basic point-and-click, first-person kind of stuff. Whoa! Alright, it's a little jumpy, but I think I saw something in the controls to help with that, so okay, we can fix that later. Whoa. It's like I'm on amphetamines, I swear. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, switch to radio, please. When you are close enough to perform an action in the game, an icon with a description will appear. When you can press the action key to use it, let's try to operate the car lifter. Okay, cool. Let's activate the lifter. Where's the control for that? If I was a lifter control, where would I be? Let's see. Is the power panel here? No. Ah, blue. Alright. Cool, scissor lift. Okay. This concludes our first basic tutorial. Okay, I know how to move around the garage. Now time to start my job. Alright. You can walk. Your first customer has arrived. The job description and goals are listed in the repair order. You can always return here from the quick menu under your right mouse button. After completing all the tasks, you can finish the job by stamping the form. Okay. So, replace front brake pads and check the front brake discs. Okay, I get $500. Can you change the brake pads on the front axle and check the condition of the brake disc, please? I will be back tomorrow to collect my car. Okay. So, after replace the back brake pads, go to the PC and buy 4 new brake pads from the car parts shop. Far too much soda, dude. Okay. Can I get away with used car parts, or do I have to buy new ones? Let's not be dodgy. Let's see now. I need brake pads. There's a brake disc. There we are, brake pads. Yes, I want to buy that. Yes, I still want to buy it. Yes, I want to buy it again. And yes, I want to buy another one. Thank you. Go to the first wheel and start disassembling. Remove wheel by unscrewing the bolts, then remove brake caliper to get access to the brake pads. Okay. Right, escape, get out of there. Alright. Okay, my wheel. You can perform 3 main actions in this mechanic mode. Disassembling parts, assembling parts, and examining parts. Icons in the top right corner of your screen show which actions is active. To switch between actions, open the quick menu by clicking the right mouse button and choose another one. Okay. Let's stay in the disassemble mode. I have to take out the. Oh, yeah. I gotta get the. Right. Okay. Right. So I can shift about a bit. All right. Okay. Yeah, because we're going to get this wheel off. we're going to have any chance to change the brake pads. Okay. And now I got to undo this. If Auto Shop taught me anything. Okay. So this needs to come off. This is what I need to look at. So, okay, right click and examine. Tell me about this. 60%. Okay. Yeah, that's in bad shape. Okay. So this has got to come off. Okay, disassembled one of the front brake pad setups, so we're going to need to go to assemble mode. Okay. First off, we put the pads back on. Some brand new, nifty new pads. Ain't they great? Spiffy. Got the new car smell and everything. Okay. Yeah, I remembered about the examine thing. I already did that. Thank you. Put the caliper back on and bolt that back in place, otherwise someone's gonna die. Okay. And then we put the tire back on. And this is the way you're supposed to do it, kids. That way you get even torsion. Okay. So that's one down. How do I move to my next wheel? Okay. Because I gotta get to the other wheel over there. Maybe I can... escape out? Okay, yes. Man, you move around like a drunken... Okay. But I think that's just overly sensitive. I think we can fix that. Okay. These are actually a pain in the ass to get off if you're like in a home environment. Okay, that's the pads off. This needs looked at. That's a 63%. Okay. I mean, it's not cheap to replace. But if they're at 60%, I mean, yeah, you know, this is what's keeping you alive. Right, caliper. Okay. I's a genius. Okay. I missed my calling. Okay. Alright. So, that gets us through that. Yeah, so I'm done. Replace air filter, oil filter, and fuel filters. Okay. Yeah, no problem. That's actually something you could do at home. Right. I need the parts. Right, so I need an air filter. Nice if this was organized in some way. Oil filter, yeah. Come on, what was the third filter I needed? No, not starters, not... Back up. Look at my thing. Air, oil, and fuel, that's right. So the fuel filter is like an... That's a little unusual to switch out, actually. F, fuel filter, there we are. Man, I'm not going to make much much profit on this after between my work. Right, so air and oil filter should be up here in the engine. Let's see here. Probably in here. That's the cylinder head. That's the throttle. All right. Seriously? Belt tensioner. That's the oil dipstick. That's the gearbox. That's the alternator, which is probably pathetic and weak and I'm barely up to handling anything. It's a little micro car. Pull back a little. That should be the starter, I think. Yeah. Engine block. Ah, yeah. Oh yeah, here we are. Okay. That's the air filter cover. That's the airflow meter. So we'll need to open this up. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to... Yeah, put that back on there, okay? Alright, over here. Yeah, I don't want to assemble, I want to disassemble. Right. Take the hose off. Really? This is how the filter's been fit? Okay. Mr. Engineer, you're an idiot. Okay? Seriously. The air filter needs to be serviced fairly regularly, and I have to remove 8 bolts to be able to get to it. Okay. And Auto Shop was like 20 years ago. If not more, actually. Yeah. Right, if I was an oil filter, well, I gotta finish assembling this, actually. Because they probably want the airflow meter back on there and the actual connection. Otherwise the engine's just gonna... Well, it's just gonna get full of garbage. And while it's not... I mean, the car will run, actually, without me having taken that off of there. Come on, what's the problem? There we are. Without... Because it'll just directly draw air in here instead of through the filter and the inflow intake. But, I mean, actually it might not run just because the computer on board would go, hey, I'm not getting any airflow. Okay, so... What am I looking for? I'm looking for an oil filter. If I was an oil filter, where would I be? I'd be near the pump. Right, okay. That should be the exhaust manifold, yeah. That's dipstick. That's the gearbox. That's the engine block. There's the oil pan. Tell you what, we'll come back to it. So I'm pretty sure the fuel is going to be in the back here. Alright, actually, let's engage the lift. Pop that bad boy up. Right. Down in here. There it is. Alright, so that's the fuel filter. I could say I've done the oil filter if I was a very dodgy mechanic, but I'm not. So let's get the oil filter taken care of. It should be over here somewhere. Okay, Rob. If I was an oil filter, where would I be? Yep, that's all the oil running out. I am not terribly surprised that that happened. I mean, I should not need to actually take this away to change an oil filter, so I'm on the wrong track. What? That's bushings. It's all part of the actual steering system. It's front suspension and that's a starter. That's okay. It's a drive shaft. It's not going to be anywhere over there. What about this thing? Ah. Oil filter cap. Okay. I may have to replace all the oil in this thing, but why not? Okay. No. Come on. It's a little fiddly, as you can see, but that may be because of my mouse settings. So, right. That means we're done. Ha, no oil in the engine. Ha, well, okay. Yeah, it was new oil that I dumped out, wasn't it? I guess I better put that right, because otherwise we're gonna be in trouble. Wish I had the car manual so I know exactly where to put the oil into this vehicle. Well, I imagine I can buy oil. So much for my profit. Oh, I was kind of hoping this would actually be something like, you know, how to do this. There. Oil. I need it. Repair car parts. It's like I'm drifting around dazedly. Alright, pop her back up. Just because I can. Alright. Swing my head around. What? Come on, man. Just get my head up by the oil pan. Thank you. Okay, this is handling very poorly. Right. Scrape up all that oil off the ground. And, seriously, why can't I move my head in a normal fashion? Really? Okay. I want to get over here. Thank you. Okay. I want to go back to assemble mode. Thank you. No, no, no. Stop that. Right, why do we keep taking it apart? Keeps going into disassemble mode. I don't want to go into disassemble mode. I want to just put... I want to make sure the cap's back on here. Is it? Okay, apparently I can't examine any of that stuff. Alright, whatever. I can check the oil level, which is clearly... I mean, there is no oil. Right, so I buggered this on my first go. Well, on my second go. Right, so... that's probably windshield wiper. It's not letting me actually access... Ah, here's the engine oil fill plug. Okay. Oh, so you gotta put it in manually? Alright. Alright. Let's see where we are. Not quite enough. Really? Really? I just want to go... back up here, please. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Our heavy dose. Okay. Oh, 10 to be 30. Okay. Alright, if that's what we're doing. Good enough. Okay. Even fixed my own mistake. Perform a test drive, replace all worn out parts. Driving on bumpy roads, I can hear a knocking from the front wheels. Check the car and replace any worn out parts, please. Okay. I mean, sure. So, how do I test drive this thing? Ah. Okay. Ooh, it's got actual road test track. Alright. But I don't have a license. Take that, cones. About the knocking when oh, sorry. I wonder if if that damage is gonna actually be reflected. That'll be interesting to know. Oh, okay, I have a checklist. I didn't notice. I gotta do the slalom and the suspension test still. Alright. Slalom from the opposite side. I will cheat. Okay, slalom. There we go. Oh, I am not a good driver, am I? Okay, there we go. Now, is the car damaged? Aw, it's not. Aw. Okay. So, alright, let's see condition of things. Let's, why not? Let's put her up since we can. Ah. Good at having magic mechanic eyes. Right. Looks like some of the tie rods are broken. Well, they're going. So. Okay, that's the wheel off. Now I need to get to this. Alright, so we're going to need a sway bar, link, and wish I could choose a different radio station. Alright, so that sway bar's in bad shape too. Come on. Alright, that one looks okay, actually. That tie rod. So, I need 2 sway bars and a tie rod. No, not the inner, the outer. Yeah, I need both of these. I need an outer tie rod. There we are. Thank you. Of course, now the bit's not there anymore. I don't want disassemble mode. I want assemble mode. Thank you. There we are. Alright. Put the wheel back on. Okay. That's half the job done. Right, brand new tie rod. This is probably where the knock was really coming from. Okay. Tire. Okay. And we are done. I am awesome. Perform an OBD scan. I need to know if any electronic parts are reporting errors. I don't really know how to do that. Computers in cars weren't a big thing when I was in high school. Okay. Done. Well, that was a real simple 300 bucks. There, I'll hook up this device. I heard I can have my starter repaired here. It barely works, but I don't have the money for a whole new one. Can you repair it for 100 bucks? Right, well, maybe? What does a starter run? Used parts. Starter. 133 bucks? Well, you can't afford that. I could maybe recondition yours. Maybe. What's the same engine layout as the other? Okay. Well, that means the starter's in the back. Okay. Alright. I want to examine it. Seriously, just get me in there. This is partly the problem with being a mechanic in real life, is that all this shit is all in the way all the goddamn time. Alright, come on. Seriously. Okay, I can't get to that from here. Alright, maybe I have to drop it down, but that's going to be really awkward. Okay. What do I do? Climb up on top of the damn thing? Yeah, I can somehow magically be inside the vehicle. Okay. Before I disassemble it, I want to look at it. Condition unknown. Okay. Let's take her out. Right, so one crappy starter. There was a workbench over here. I want to repair it for 93 bucks. So I'm making $7 on this job? Who's this for? My cousin? Alright. Okay, back to assembly. It's 100%, really? Wow, I'm great. I should be charging a lot more. Okay. Well, that's that job. Perform a test drive, replace all damaged parts. Shifting gears is much harder than it should be. There's probably something wrong with the clutch. Could be, could be. But what do you know about it? I'm the mechanic here. I'm gonna now have fun with your car. Right. Acceleration. Braking. It does sound a bit bad, doesn't it? Okay, do the slalom. Apparently I'm only allowed to do this the right way. So, okay, there we go. Much more fun to just go and, like, be a maniac, but, you know, whatever. Okay. Something sounds bad anyway. I wonder if I can do a bootlegger. That'd be interesting. Alright, let's try it. Alright. Alright, so we back up heavily. Then we do a sphere turn and bring her around. Kinda. It's not a bad driving sim considering. Okay. Enough messing around. Okay, so what's wrong with it? Put on condition mode. Here we are. Magic Mechanic Vision says what? Well, it's plenty in good shape. Or medium shape. Nothing immediately obvious. Anything is the clutch. Okay, let's drop her down. And here's the gearbox. If I want to be able to take the gearbox out, I'll need to disassemble parts from it. That seems like a big job, actually. I mean, it means taking the starter off. It means taking these drive rods off. To get the drive rods off, and I'm going to need to move up the chain. That is a big-ass job. And then I don't even know if actually the problem's in there. Right. Okay. If I want to take these freaking shoes off, it's okay. Go to the outer wall. Okay. Disassemble the whole freaking thing. I mean, I'm practically disassembling the entire car at this point. That doesn't seem right to me, you know? So, anyhow, now that I've half disassembled the guy's car, I can now go on vacation for a week. And what is he gonna do? Yeah. Oh dear God. What am I gonna do with this thing? Yeah, I gotta take that off. That means that has to come free. Alright. Yes, let's disassemble the car. Yes. I think I must now. I must now disassemble this car. Yes. That is what we're going to do. Oh, there it is. Alright. Finally. La 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 la. Give me that, please. Thank you. La 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 la. Okay. There we go. Hee hee. Man, it's so much easier when you can just reach through the parts. Gotta say. Alright, I think we finally found the bit that's wrong. Yep, clutch and clutch pressure plate. Okay. Watch, this costs like $990. Alright. $300 for the clutch pressure plate. $500 for the clutch friction plate. Clutch release bearing. I don't... Right. Where's my inventory? It's not exactly in any kind of order, is it? Alright. So, yeah, the release bearing and the friction plate are what are needed. Okay. Alright, let's start putting it back together again. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Right, and then release bearing. There we go. Then we put the gearbox back on. Tell you what, if I was doing this for real, I'd want quite a bit more money. So, okay. That's it from that side. Let's put this section back together. So, drive axle, and bolt that back in. Tie rod. There we go. Sway bar. Okay. Now bring me back around this way. Brake disc. Give me pads. Beats me if these are the order they came off in, but why not? Right, shoe. Or caliper. Okay, tire. Okay. And now we come around this side. We put everything back. Drive axle. Inner tie rod. Outer tie rod. I can totally replace it with some of my broken parts. I mean, I do have these spares just sitting around. Brake disc. Pad. And now the most worn pad in existence. There we are. Okay, and then the shoe. And then we bolt that back in. And then we put the wheel on. Thank you. One last thing. Gotta fit the starter back on. Okay. And done. Replaced the car battery and checked the alternator. Replaced the battery 4 days ago, but today I was unable to start my car again. Please check what's wrong with it, please. Well, I mean, your battery's probably fine then, actually. I mean, alright. Now your alternator will be over here. No, come on. Right, come on. Move it this way, alright? There. Just want to examine it, alright? Okay, fine. How about we take it out? Right. So that means taking the belts off. Which, I gotta say, that is loads harder in real life. Well, maybe not getting it off, but putting a new one on, oh hell yes. Right, so that alternator said 6%, I think. I suppose we could just, like, fix it. $234. What does he say he wants done? You just said you wanted to see what's wrong with it. Well, that's what's wrong with it. There's your problem. Come on, symbol mode. Thank you. It's a glorified bike alternator, really. One serpentine belt. Running a new battery, apparently. B is for battery. That $350 for the battery? How much am I getting for this job? Oh, okay. Well, I guess we can afford it. Seriously, that's an expensive battery. Okay. I wonder if I can repair the battery. No. Cannot. Okay. Well. Keep it on escape, hit escape to bring this thing up. Right. Done. Repair the exhaust. My car has become really loud. My muffler is probably damaged. I'd say that's likely the case. Show me condition. Alright, so the muffler's at 21%. That's at 81. Check out the catalytic converter. This is muffler middle? Really? Well, it looks like that's gotta go. Okay. No, not assemble mode. I want to take that off. Thank you. Alright, back to examining. How's this thing? Good. This? Oh, here's our catalytic converter. That's okay. And this thing? Right. And how about the manifold? Can't check out the manifold from here. Alright. Bet you I can check out the manifold from this side. Right. So I'm being thorough. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, screw it. It's probably not the manifold anyway. Okay, so let's look at my inventory. These bits I took off. Muffler middle, really bad. Muffler rear, pretty poor. Can I fix it? I don't think these are things you can really fix. Nope. Alright, so let's buy me some bits. Muffler middle and a muffler rear. I think the budget was 1,000, so we can handle this. Okay. La la da 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 da. Switch it off or on. Okay. Well. Back to assemble mode. In here. Swing us around. Okay. No, bring it down. Okay, over here. Yeah, thank you. And turn us around. Put me into assemble mode. Thank you. I want to stick this on here. Wow, 0%. That thing was completely shot. Okay. That pipe back on. That's the one they came in with. It's basically just a pipe, and it does its job just fine. And then the muffler rear. Okay. We are done. Steering feels really loose. Could you check it? $3,000? I can only imagine it's a huge job. Okay. That's enough of that for now. It's kind of a puzzle game. In a bizarre, real-world kind of way. So yeah, it's kind of neat. It's kind of... I'd need to make it less twitchy, but I think that's something I can change. And Yeah, if I go into back into the menu here, go to options, other. Right, so there's mouse smoothing, so we'll turn that off, and yeah, turn down that, and I can invert the Y if I want. Yes, I do want to highlight block parts. Okay. So, I didn't cover this earlier, but yeah, it's got quite a bit going on here. Oh, kill the head bob. Yes, thank you. So, there we go. I turned off the head bob, and that kind of caused a bit of a crash between Fraps and the system. But as you can see, there's our options. That's enough for today. That's a good thing. This has been enjoyable. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Maybe you'll consider picking this up while it's on sale. I think it's today's daily item. I'll try to get this out so you can still have a chance to pick it up today. And if it's not on sale today, maybe you're looking at this video when it's on sale in the future. Or maybe you're just thinking about picking this up. Or maybe you're just like following my channel and you're watching whatever I put up, which, you know, thanks. Thanks for that. Anyhow, hope you all have a great day. Goodbye.